Before Olympus, the Greek universe lacked divine justice or civilized order. It was a storm of raw, unfeeling natural forces colliding in the dark. The first rulers of this space were Uranus, the sky, and Gaia, the earth. They were massive, brute expressions of nature that governed entirely through physical domination. Uranus looked at the physical strength of his own offspring, the giant cyclopes and hundred-handed hecatoncheires, and felt his absolute control slipping. To maintain his grip, he forced them deep inside the crust of the earth, burying them alive. Trapping her children inside her caused Ea agonizing pain. In her rage, she engineered the first cosmic rebellion. She forged a jagged sickle out of unbreakable adamantine and handed it to her youngest, most ambitious son, the Titan, Cronus. Cronus waited for nightfall. When his father descended to cover the earth, Cronus ambushed him, using the sickle to castrate Uranus and permanently strip away his power. This usurpation cemented the governing dynamic of the early cosmos. There were no laws or negotiations. Power was taken exclusively through bloodshed, and generational violence became the only rule of the universe. Taking the throne did not bring peace to the cosmos. Instead, Cronus inherited the exact same crushing paranoia that ruined his father. The dying Uranus and the Earth Mother Gaia delivered a dark prophecy to the new king. One day, Cronus would suffer the exact same fate, dragged down by his own offspring. To outsmart fate, Cronus closely monitored his wife Rhea. Every time she gave birth, he took the newborn infant and swallowed it whole, trapping his children alive inside his stomach. This gruesome strategy locked existence in a terminal loop. The king of the cosmos was cannibalizing the future to protect his present, ensuring the universe remained a theater of endless paranoia and betrayal. The reign of the Titans left the universe trapped in a void where power moved in a circle of betrayal. Without a different kind of authority, the cosmos was doomed to repeat this same apocalyptic loop forever. Rhea finally severed the loop. When she was pregnant with her sixth child, she fled to the island of Crete and gave birth to Zeus in a hidden mountain cave. She handed Cronus a stone wrapped in blankets, which he blindly swallowed. Raised in secret by nymphs and guarded by warriors who clashed shields to hide his cries, Zeus did not grow up relying on physical size. He was forced to develop patience, cunning, and strategic calculation. When he reached adulthood, Zeus infiltrated his father's court disguised as a cupbearer. Instead of challenging the massive Titan to a fistfight, he cunningly slipped an emetic potion into Cronus's drink. The poison violently forced Cronus to regurgitate the 5 children he had consumed. Poseidon, Hades, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia emerged fully grown, instantly providing Zeus with a loyal, ready-made rebel faction. Zeus had dismantled his father's regime using only a cup and a potion. He had solved a cosmic problem with his mind, moving the struggle for the universe away from the arena of raw physical strength. When the war for the cosmos, the Titanomachy, broke out, the Titans fought the only way they knew how. They relied on their colossal mass, physically ripping up mountain peaks and hurling them across the battlefield to bludgeon their enemies. Zeus recognized that matching their brute force was a losing strategy, so he ventured deep into the abyss of Tartarus to recruit the monstrous siblings Uranus had buried ages ago, the Cyclopes and the hundred-handed giants, offering them freedom in exchange for their allegiance. This alliance introduced the concept of technology to cosmic warfare. The Cyclopes were master craftsmen, and they forged sophisticated armaments that acted as absolute force multipliers for the Olympian rebels. They gifted Poseidon a trident capable of fracturing the earth, gave Hades a helmet that rendered him invisible, and handed Zeus his signature weapon, bolts of concentrated lightning. This diagram illustrates how the Olympians executed synchronized multi-domain attacks. Hades struck unseen, Poseidon destabilized the ground below, and Zeus rained fire from above. Unequipped to defend against coordinated, multi-directional assaults, the Titans' defensive lines rapidly shattered. The Olympians secured their victory by proving that organization, technological invention, and strategic alliances will always dismantle uncoordinated muscle. After 10 grueling years, the Titanomachy reached a devastating climax that threatened to tear the physical fabric of the universe apart. The 100-handed giants advanced, using their multitude of arms to launch a ceaseless barrage of hundreds of boulders at once. Simultaneously, Zeus unleashed the full, blinding fury of his lightning directly upon Cronus. The sheer volume of the assault overwhelmed the old gods. The Titans fell, and the victorious Olympians quickly bound them in unbreakable divine chains. Zeus cast the defeated regime into the abyssal depths of Tartarus. By burying them, he excised their brand of chaotic, destructive violence from the surface of the world. Their top general, Atlas, received a unique, structural sentence. He was condemned to stand at the edge of the world and physically separate the sky and the earth, preventing the cosmos from ever collapsing back into its primordial state. Imprisoning the Titans was a permanent physical suppression of unchecked natural forces, clearing the slate for a structured era. With the dust settling over a fractured world, the Olympians established a permanent governing system, ensuring the chaos of their predecessors would never return. Rather than one god claiming absolute dictatorship, the three victorious brothers drew lots to divide the cosmos into specific, bounded jurisdictions. Zeus assumed dominion over the sky, Poseidon took control of the sea, Hades descended to rule the underworld. They created the universe's first structured separation of powers. Under Uranus and Cronus, the universe was an all-or-nothing tyranny where the ruler lived in constant fear of being overthrown. Now, power was balanced, delegated, and clearly defined. By partitioning the world into distinct, guarded realms, the Olympians replaced the erratic whims of the Titans with a predictable reality. The myth explains why the universe stopped being a storm of random violence and finally began to operate within a fixed, recognizable structure.